they never really had to come.
In terms of getting number 9 strikers, they've had a very bad run. They are one of the teams who can challenge for the title.
One of the best chances to win the European trophy.
Yeah. What is up, everyone? Welcome to another Chatbox podcast episode. This will be a full-length podcast, so not like the clips in the last episode. I'm joined with my good friend Arvin. How you doing?
Pretty good. Very impressive with Man United wins.
Yes, indeed.
We finally look like a top 10 team. So this is why I'm wearing the jersey.
Top 10.
Proud to be back in a top 10 team. The match against Melbourne United?
Melbourne victory,
yes. Yeah. It was a good performance. It wasn't that great. We were all over the place and we got lucky a few times. But against Crystal Palace, we looked solid.
One caveat I will say is the Crystal Palace team wasn't their full strength team. I think they've taken only about 10 senior players or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's still preseason, so I'm saying for a preseason, like the way they scored the goals is pretty good. So it was very impressive.
Pretty good.
Yes, especially the front three.
Yeah.
Very impressed with the front three. Each of them finding the form, nice one-touch football.
Yeah.
Good build-up, especially the first goal and also the second goal. Martial, I'm very happy that he's having a more positive attitude now. Considering in the last 5 seasons at United, whenever he misses a goal, he always sulks and just doesn't do anything and just.
He's a player who needs like love and arm around the shoulder, and then he does perform much more better.
I feel like Ten Hag would be a good coach for him because he'd be more strict and also give that good pep talk that he would need. He was all over the place, in a positive way. He was like running in more. Good link-up plays with Sancho and Rashford. But how good was that goal? That's just control.
Yeah,
the scoring.
Yeah, that was actually that. So he's very clinical as well. That's one thing I'll give for him. Now here's the thing. I think if Ronaldo does leave, we need a striker because Martial does get injured at times.
Definitely.
Yeah, so you can't, because if Ronaldo leaves, he is the only striker we have left, Martial.
But the thing is this, now after watching yesterday's front three, would Ronaldo even fit in the system? Like, you saw how
right
fast
now
they
the
were
front
in the
three is
build-up.
better without Ronaldo.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Like in terms of goal scoring opportunity, in terms of goal scoring, in terms of goal scoring, you cannot match Ronaldo. None of the front three can match Ronaldo. So, but in terms of creating opportunities,
it's more fluid with that.
It's more fluid.
Yes.
Like those passes that Martial made, you think Ronaldo would make those passes?
Probably not. I don't know. But we won't know until we see him in a Ten Hag system. That's another thing.
Probably. But like I feel like this, if you're gonna get a good replacement to suit the system, we'll definitely need a much fluid attacker.
Yes, it had to be someone who is capable of doing like link up play and move in between those front three as well. Like all three of those front three can play in any position of that front line, except for maybe Sancho can't play striker, but the other two can play.
Sancho can. Others two can. It'd be good if you could get Greenwood back.
I don't know what's going to happen with this case. We'll have to see. I'm not going to talk about that until like we know what's happening on that.
Yeah, regardless of what's happening in his personal life.
Yeah.
If he's clearly come back, it'd be good to have him. But if whatever they say thing about him is true,
then I don't want him.
Yeah, then we don't want him.
Yeah, then
we definitely don't want him.
I don't want him at all. No.
Yeah, you don't want that kind of player in the team.
Yeah.
Especially with youngsters like Lingard and stuff. You need to take care of.
Very young youngsters.
Is Lingard still in the team?
No, he's on free. I don't know. He hasn't signed for anyone yet.
Okay.
So we'll see. Apart from It looks good so far. We'll see how they go. They have to face they have a bit more stronger competition coming up. Aston Villa is not too bad. You've got Atletico
The
Madrid as well.
Atletico Madrid,
Yeah,
yeah.
that'll be a nice good game
That's
to see.
that's the match I would see where they'd actually stand.
Yeah, that might be a
Um,
better game to judge to see where this
yeah.
United team is. But yeah,
If Simeone goes the full defensive mode,
yeah,
it'd be good to know how we can break the team
mm,
and score goals against them.
yeah.
Yeah, but my concern would be how Ronaldo would fit in the system.
Mm,
Would he, slow them down,
we don't
or
know.
would
We'll
he
have to
make the
see.
extra pass?
We'll have to
But we'll
see.
see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
For now, it's looking promising, and I'm not going to be saying 21 is coming, but at least
No, no, no.
top four could be. We could fight for top four at the moment.
We
I
could
think.
fight for top four.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, we also have to be cautious considering most of our players play like prime Messi in Champions
Pre-season
League
and then
in preseason, and then go on players like
yeah,
Benteke in the Premier League.
yeah, exactly. So we'll have to wait and see on that. Okay, moving on to top four. Let's talk about another top four candidate, Chelsea. Um, signed Raheem Sterling, Koulibaly, but before Koulibaly, I thought they had basically lost their entire defense, and I was like, yeah, I don't know about this. But now they've signed Koulibaly and Sterling. Potentially, I don't know about the rumors on Nathan Ake. I need to have a look into that. But assume for now, let's say they don't have Nathan Ake. Is that enough, or I think do they need more sign-ins? Probably.
Um, they probably would need more signings.
Mm.
Probably another midfielder.
Mm.
Especially if they're considering their midfielders like injury prone and stuff.
Yeah, because Kante, we don't know if he can play all.
Yeah, I don't know if
38
Kante
to
can play, and Kante is a key role,
yeah.
key player for Chelsea. So they need a few more signings. They probably would need another solid striker.
Yes. They've
They
already
lost.
sent. They had Lukaku.
I mean, they never really had Lukaku.
That's also true. They never really had Lukaku. He was
They
on
never
loan
really had.
for Chelsea, even though Chelsea paid 100 million, and now they
Yeah, so they never really had Lukaku.
yeah.
What I don't understand is, like, he already played at Premier League with United.
Yeah.
And then you bring him again just to see the same results.
I know,
that
right?
we already
We
showed
knew
you with him.
United fans knew what Chelsea were getting.
Yeah, and just spend more than what we spent for him.
Exactly, and it just was worse. I don't know why, but anyways, so
Chelsea has been the meme.
in terms of getting number 9 strikers, they've had a very bad run.
Oh, very bad form.
Yeah, apart from things like Diego Costa, but apart from that,
oh yeah,
like Diego Costa, Drogba, and then everything in between those two, and then everything after is also like very bad.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But
they definitely need a striker.
Yeah, I probably
otherwise,
unless they're playing Havertz at false
nine. I would prefer them if they get a striker if they want to be competitive. Especially if their goal is to win. But yeah, I don't see them winning a Premier League this season.
No, I think they'll be challenging for top 4 as well. Probably not.
Yeah, they'll be challenging for top 4. So it'll be between us and them.
Yes, unless Arsenal manage to sign a couple more players. I think the top 4 competition mainly would be between United and Chelsea. And I won't be surprised if United can edge Chelsea. Again, it depends on how many more signings come into the door. At the moment, I think Chelsea still is slightly better.
I wouldn't say they're slightly better than us. I'd say they're pretty much the same.
Their midfield is better though.
Yeah, the midfield is better, but then their defense is also not that great. The attacking is also not that great.
Yeah, so we'll have to see on the attacking. I think our attack looks a bit more. We have to keep in mind this attack that now playing in preseason was the same attack 2 seasons ago. That scored the second most goals in the league.
Yeah.
So we know what this attack is capable of. I agree with you in terms of Chelsea's attack isn't that great. We'll have to see what Raheem Sterling brings to Chelsea, but yeah, it's a close call for me at least.
Yeah, it'll be a close call. Sterling wouldn't add much in terms of goals.
Depends on how he's deployed, I guess.
Yeah. So it'll be hard to judge now.
Yeah.
But let's see how it goes.
Their wingbacks are key,
Sorry?
Their wingbacks are key.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what. So we'll see. Yeah, Koulibaly.
Yeah, Koulibaly is a good signing, but definitely not a Rudiger type signing.
No, I don't think so. He doesn't
Yeah,
get as forward
because
as well, Koulibaly.
yeah, like he was the second best centre back in the Premier League last year, or even in
Yeah, I
two,
would in 2 seasons ago at least.
two seasons ago.
Yeah,
So losing him is a massive blow.
yeah,
So
that I would
bringing
agree.
Koulibaly,
I don't, yeah, I agree with you because I don't think Koulibaly can replace Rudiger as much.
no, yeah, can't.
But we'll have to see. But now I was looking at some stats on Koulibaly, which I sent to you as well.
Yeah,
He seems like a massive like tackle monster. Because his tackling stats are huge. But interestingly, everyone talks about Lisandro Martinez and him being short. Koulibaly's aerial duels one is only about 59%. Compared to the other defenders, they are significantly slightly better. Only I think Ruben Diaz is also on a similar wavelength as Koulibaly in terms of aerial duel one. But then I would assume City don't have that many aerial duels coming their way in general as well because of how much they hold the ball.
yeah.
Compared to Chelsea, I think they would expect a bit more aerial duels coming. So we'll have to see. That seems to be his slight downward side. And also his interceptions aren't as much. He does a lot of tackling. But apart from that, we'll have to see.
His anticipation isn't that great.
Yeah. And he, from what I've heard, he tends to lose focus at times. So we'll see how he does. He's a good defender, though. I won't
Oh
doubt.
yeah,
Yeah.
like he could easily be a top 5 defender
He
in the
could
Premier
be.
League.
He could be a top 5
He
defender in the
could be,
Premier
yeah,
League.
in the Premier
If
League. So let's see.
we'll have to see.
But
It
I feel
depends.
like Chelsea would face a lot of aerial duels.
Yes.
Against the top 6 teams.
Yeah.
So yeah, that stat would be a bit
Slight issue.
concerning.
Yeah. Now that you have Darwin Núñez, Haaland, maybe if you have
Yes.
Cristiano Ronaldo still,
Yeah.
those are
So yeah,
all
let's.
strikers who are good aerial wise as well.
And also, it's coming to a very fast Premier League, very fast-paced league as well.
Yeah.
Compared to Serie A, we'll see how he holds up as well in terms of injury and stuff.
Yes. We checked his injury record as well. And he seems to be averaging about 25 to 27 games a season for the last 3 seasons. That means he's at least playing only like 2/3 of a league season. So for the remaining 1/3 of the season, if Chelsea don't sign another centre back, who are they going to play there? Or are they going to revert to like a back four formation in those specific cases? And then you have Thiago Silva and Chalaba in centre back. But then I don't know if Thiago Silva is that great in a 2-back as well. So
He slowed down considerably last year.
yeah.
So having him for 1/3 of a season would be a massive disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, losing him for 1/3 of the season would be, it's a sure way to lose the top 4 spot.
Yes, that's the thing. You can't
Considering,
afford to drop
considering they're
points.
buying him to be a starting centre back.
Yeah, exactly. You can't.
So
If his
losing
injuries
your
keep up,
yeah,
yeah,
if you're losing your top centre back 1/3 of the season, would be a massive issue.
yeah,
Yeah, let's see how he does.
yeah. So we'll have to see how that happens because he has missed games, mostly because of injuries. But we'll see. Talking about Chelsea, so we touched on Chelsea current signings. They kind of need more signings. Let's move to the other side of London, Spurs. Now that's a team that's been making a lot of signings, 6 signings so far.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? I think right now they are one of the teams who can challenge for the title. Will they
Yes.
will they win? I don't think so, but I think they could lock in third.
They could challenge, yeah, for top 3, top 2 even.
Yeah.
Look, everyone knows Conte's quality. Easily top 3 managers in the world at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's always won a trophy or won the league with every team he has played it.
And that's what Spurs want.
Yeah, that's what Spurs want. But then you also got Spurs history, so the two will combine. Let's see. Like they've signed proven Premier League players as well. So I feel like last year they did really well against the top 6 teams. And now with these signings and stuff,
Like
I feel
Bissouma
like
is a
they
really
could.
good signing for their midfield.
Yeah, Bissouma especially is a really good signing.
Yeah.
Even Richarlison. So they could challenge for the top 3. And if they beat Chelsea? No, not Chelsea. City would be the biggest question.
We'll have to see. City keep losing players quite a bit. So City squad has got considerably weaker in terms of depth.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty good squad. But yeah,
It's still a better squad than most.
Yeah.
Than the rest of the team, rest of the Premier League. But the only concern is would they be able to handle Haaland as a striker? Because they haven't signed a centre back yet.
Spurs.
Yes, Spurs.
No. They haven't signed. They have signed Lenglet, Clement Lenglet on loan from Barca.
On loan, yeah.
We'll have
I
to
don't
see.
know how well.
Yeah, I don't know
how well he has done in the La Liga.
Keep going.
I don't know how well he has done in La Liga. So to him come and face Haaland would be a big ask.
Yes, that's true.
Especially if he's starting.
Yeah.
Who are their starting centre back?
So who for Spurs?
Yes, Spurs.
Let me check that out. Spurs starting centre backs would be, well, they've got Davinson Sanchez.
It's the same. It's the same partnership that they're hoping to have last year.
Romero.
Yeah, Romero.
Yeah. They have Romero, Sanchez. Maybe Eric Dyer also can play. Yeah.
It's the same. This thing. I wouldn't like say they could beat City. It'll be hard for them to beat City, to be honest.
Yeah, true.
Considering
I think it'll be hard for quite a lot of teams.
Yeah, quite a lot. No, I'm saying Spurs would be.
For Spurs to try and get the title.
Yeah, to get the title would be hard, very hard to beat for them to beat City.
But it's Antonio Conte. That's one thing I think we kind of.
His biggest challenge.
Yeah.
Because I don't trust Sanchez being consistent.
Their backline, right? Yeah.
Yeah, their backline being consistent. Big games and stuff.
Yeah.
But let's see. Conte is always on the way. So
yeah. We'll see what happens with regards to Spurs. But I think they could challenge for a while, but I don't know if they'll win it. But top 3, they might possibly be locked in unless something seriously goes wrong, which is possible under Conte as well. Something always goes wrong.
I mean, as long as they don't lose Son and Kane, I don't see them losing top 4.
Yeah, fair enough. I also don't see that happening, and I don't think Conte will allow that to happen as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Next up, the final team in London that we're discussing for today, Arsenal. Now, Arsenal have made a couple signings. I wouldn't say I know how most of their signings work, except for Gabriel Jesus, like Matt Turner, Marquinhos, and Fabio Vieira. I'm not really sure how good they are, and I haven't watched them at all. But Gabriel Jesus, I know, is capable of delivering goals, but he isn't the most clinical player. But then again, this is Arteta, who already knows how Gabriel Jesus plays because of his time at City. So maybe maybe Arteta can unlock stuff from Gabriel Jesus that Pep didn't do as much because Pep was playing a very controlled system.
Probably. Again, Jesus is always a player who delivers one game and then he just vanishes for the next few games. So would he be different under Arsenal? Under Arteta? I don't know. Probably. I still see him being the same inconsistent player under Arteta. But considering Arsenal bought him to be in the starting 11, Arteta might work him just hard enough to get the best out of him every game. But I don't see him keeping that level up for every game. He has the quality, but the only issue with that is he doesn't keep the quality every single game.
He's not consistent. That's the
Yeah,
issue.
he's not
Yeah,
consistent. Yeah.
that's what we'll have to see from whether Arteta can actually pull it out from. The other signing they seem to be making is Zinchenko as well from City.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of confirmed almost. He does bring the option of playing both left back if Tierney gets injured and also centre mid. Because I think Arsenal need a few midfielders as well. So there is quality coming in there. And cover for Tierney as well. So he could improve the team a bit more. Do you see? I think Arsenal could challenge for top 4, but it's very dependent on how things go. They're playing Europa League football, right, this season?
Yeah, they're playing
Yeah.
Europa League
So
football.
that's the one thing I'm not sure if the squad is still ready for that. It's a very young squad. And I'm not sure if a couple injuries happen, whether their squad will be stretched too thin.
Do you think Arteta will focus on Europa League or more just like qualifying to the Champions League? Because I don't see, yeah, like you said, I don't see the squad lasting much of both.
I don't know. I
leagues.
think he might you'll have to focus on both for the start, at least until the group stages. And then
Yeah.
World Cup happens, everyone goes for World Cup, comes back. After that, we'll probably see what happens. I think if top 4 seems like it's not possible or something, then I mean it doesn't hurt to focus on Europa League if your top 4 is not possible.
I mean, I don't think Arteta would gamble that much.
Yeah, you need to
on
win
relying,
to this thing. Yeah, that's the
Europa
problem.
League.
Yeah.
But then again, it'll be one of the best chances to win the European trophy.
Yeah, yeah.
So
which they haven't won at all. That's another thing. That's like Spurs. Like Spurs haven't won a trophy. Arsenal haven't won a European trophy at all.
Yeah, so I would see them going after it. Considering they're bringing in a lot of players.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to sign a few more players as well.
They probably might. We don't know.
Yeah. So they do have a decent squad to hold up, but if they do challenge the Europa League, I see them faltering, dropping off, like they did last season when they had a good chance of getting a Champions League spot, and then they bottled it.
Yeah, that's the one thing. I think the squad is still a bit young, but they have the potential, but we'll have to see how it goes. I still think our top 4, United and Chelsea, would edge Arsenal. Just in terms of like squad and also managers, I think Ten Hag is a better manager than Arteta.
Yeah, like Ten Hag has proven himself. So, yeah. But let's see.
We'll see how it goes. Anything else to add?
Liverpool are not going to sign anyone else, right?
Doesn't seem like it. But I'm enjoying these Darwin Núñez clips.
Yeah.
Of him missing everything.
Until he bags a hat-trick, that's a different story. Score a lot.
Yeah. He bags a hat-trick, I'll be like, oh my god, we should have got him.
But yeah, that'd be
for
really
now,
funny.
I'm enjoying all these Darwin Núñez clips of him missing every single like open goal and skying it over in training. So I'm enjoying it. We'll see how he does. It'll be really funny if he flops. But yeah, but we mentioned it last week, right? We told him his passing isn't great.
Yeah.
But he's a really good goal scorer, but his passing isn't great. And it's kind of showing that his passing isn't great, but we'll see. Klopp does.
My only worry is if he keeps up this form,
yeah,
then it's just another
Andy Carroll
trophy for City.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought it was another Andy Carroll, but it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Andy Carroll. Like the whole setup looks like Andy Carroll.
Yeah. But yeah, it is probably like City could win another trophy. That's the one thing I'm like.
I feel like if this keeps up,
yeah,
City could win it in 30 games. The league in 30 games, and then just
Mane
go
is
all out in Champions League.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So, yeah, hopefully for the sake of the Premier League, he finds his form and stuff.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, I don't want to see another one-sided
league.
Yeah, one-sided league.
Fair enough. Alexa is talking. Alexa is, I don't know what a one-sided league is. Anyways, let's probably end it there. I'm enjoying these Darwin Núñez clips. Here's to more compilations of that. In the meanwhile, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the like button as well. This will also go on Spotify. So if you've been listening on Spotify, hit that follow button on Spotify. We'll be doing weekly episodes like this. Next episode, no, not next episode. I think the episode after that is when we'll be discussing predictions for our league, see where which team will finish and all of that. So we'll see how it goes. Next week we'll probably discuss more about the league in general, see how preseason has gone for United as well. But thank you all for listening or watching. Hit the like button, subscribe button if you're on Spotify, hit the follow button. And if you don't agree with anything that we said, hit the comments button. Feel free to let go. If you agree, also get involved in the comments. Thank you to Ara for joining me. You can follow him on Twitter at DexterNathan12. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Peace out. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely